What's up, you guys? It's Nisha in the show, and welcome back to my channel. If you've already read that title, you already know what today's video is going to be about. I want to give you guys some tips on transitioning from college into adulthood. This time in my life was pretty hard. It was pretty challenging. So I wanted to give you guys 6 good tips that will help you transition from your college life, what you know from pretty much grade school to college, and then going into adulthood. It can be a major life shock, and a lot of people don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to handle the stress, the depression that might come with transitioning from college to adulting. They don't know how to handle the adult world. Just as a young adult, of course, we don't know everything, but I can definitely give you guys some tips to kind of help you on your way, some things that I've learned, some things that I've implemented in my life, things that have helped me, and I firmly believe that they will probably help you too. So if you want to know how to get all this stuff under control and how to be your best self in this transition period, stay tuned for my 6 tips. Your girl is going to help you out here. So my first tip would just be to stay focused. A lot of us get post-grad depression. I like to call it the post-grad blues because that's how I be feeling. Like, I don't be like depressed, but I just feel a little sad, like a little sad. So stay focused on your goals. Make sure that you write your goals down. Short-term goals, make long-term goals, and make sure that they're measurable and achievable. I like to use the acronym SMART. What it means is make specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time-bound. You don't want to make goals that aren't realistic. You want to make goals that you can reach, that are time-bound. You want to set a time on yourself. It doesn't have to be like, oh, if it doesn't happen in this time, I'm going to just beat myself down about it. That's not what I mean. But you want to set a time limit. You can't just make a goal and not set a time. I also like to just talk to God about, everything that I'm going through. Talk to him about my goals. Talk to him about the things that I want to achieve in life, places I see myself in. And that's very important. Seeing yourself in the places that you want to be. It's not enough to just think it or to just say it. Of course, we need positive thoughts. We need to kick out the negative thoughts. We need to discern between the positive and the negative thoughts. You make sure you write them down and speak them and talk to God about them, because that really, really helps. Not only to achieve them, but to just see yourself in that place. And that's so important. This is one of the biggest transitions that you're gonna go through in life. You're adulting. What's up? That's how I feel. It's like you're an adult now, what's up? And then within all of this, you also want to make sure that you are treating yourself right. Make sure that you get enough sleep. Make sure that you wake up to exercise. Make sure that your eating habits are correct. These are all very small but important things that can make such a major change in your life. You don't want to neglect yourself in this transition phase. It can really make you lean into the post-grad blues, post-grad depression. Our goal here is we want to X all that out. We don't really want to go through that. So make sure that you're doing things that are going to help you to not lean on that side of the totem pole. The main thing here is just to envision the life you want and go after it and stay focused, guys. Stay focused. Number 2, find a routine and stick to it. And this kind of goes into staying focused, which is why I made it number 2. After college, I feel like it's the easiest time in your life where you're finally free. You don't have any major responsibilities. Maybe you don't have a job yet. Maybe you're just job searching. Maybe you want to start a business and you haven't found the right idea, or your business has not taken off yet. So it's easy to just become lazy and not wake yourself up every day and do the things that you need to do. Finding a routine and sticking to it is one good way to be sure that you are going to reach your goals. We've had a constant schedule literally since kindergarten. Like, you wake up, you go to school, you come home, you do homework, you eat dinner, you go to sleep, and you wake up and do it again. Now it's like the first time in your life where you don't have to do that. Like, you literally don't have to do anything. That can be so freeing, but it can also mess up everything that you have going because you don't have any routine that you have to stick to. At least 5 days a week. Set up a time that you're gonna wake up, whether it be 6 a.m., 8 a.m., even 10 a.m. for the people who like to sleep in a little later. Do it and do it every day. So wake up at the same time every day. Pray when you wake up. Meditate. Set your goals for the day. Make a to-do list. Write everything down. Make sure that you're checking things off your to-do list. Apply to jobs. Do things that are going to help your business get to the next level and get to where you want to go, instead of just laying in bed scrolling on TikTok all day. That's not going to help you. If you want to be a content creator, make a content schedule. Do whatever you need to do to reach your goals. That comes with finding a routine. If you just stay lazy and be like, oh, I don't have anything to do today and I love it. That's great, but that's not great. Like, we want to be productive. We don't want to rot away. We don't want to lay in bed. We want to do stuff that is going to help us to reach our goals, and one of those things is obviously finding a routine. Number three is something that I had to teach myself. Like, it was one of the hardest things that I had to teach myself in post-grad life, and that is to stop and smell the mother freaking roses, y'all. Smell the roses. Remember, it's okay if you aren't where you want to be. It's okay if you envision this life, and of course we want to set goals, but it's okay if you envision this post-grad life and you're just not having it. You're not where you thought you'd be, and you thought you should be making more money. You thought your business would be farther. You thought your content should be doing better, but it's not. It's okay. Give yourself grace. I think that is the main thing that I have learned, is just to give yourself grace. One day you'll wish that you could be where you are now, where you don't have as many responsibilities. That was a very hard thing for me to learn, because I felt like I should be making $60,000 a year, $100K a year. My content should be getting 100K views. My TikTok should be doing amazing. I should be the top case manager at my job, or whatever the case may be. The thing is, you're learning. You're a new adult. This is the first time you've ever been a real, true adult in your life. This is the first time you've ever taken on this many responsibilities. So I feel like it's just so important to stop and smell the roses. Appreciate where you are in life now. Thank God for the things that He has given you now. That way, the things that you're praying for, the things that you want right now, when He gives those things to you, you know how to handle them, and you know how to be appreciative of them. If you're not appreciative of the things that He's giving you now, why would He give you more? Like, let's really think about that. If you're like, oh my gosh, God, this is just not what I expected, I can't believe this, or whatever the case may be, why would He give you more? You need to be praying prayers that are like, God, I thank you for where I am. I thank you. I know that this is not the end all be all for me. I know that you have more in store for me. I know that I can do better. I know that I should be appreciative of the things that I have now, and I can be a good steward over the things I have now, so that when you bless me with more, I know how to handle them. That's the prayer that you want to pray. It's just extremely important to just stop and give yourself grace. Rome wasn't built in a day. Your life is not going to be built in a day. You can't have the fancy apartment in a day. You can't have the highest paying job in a day. Your business can't be the top business in a day. You know? That is so important in this transition from post-grad to adulting. Also, in this generation, we love to compare ourselves. We look on Instagram, we look on TikTok, and we see people our age doing amazing things, and that's great. What God has for them, He has for them, but what God has for us, He has specifically for us. He has built a path that's for us. It's for us to learn certain things in life, for us to go through certain things in life. You have to remember that everything you go through is not just for you. Sometimes you go through things so that God can show your strength to other people. I feel like that with me so much. I feel like I go through a lot, but my a lot is a testimony for me to tell other people what I've been through, and to give glory and praise and honor to God for what He's gotten me through, and for me to speak about those things so that they can help other people go through the things that they're going through. So remember, you don't go through everything for yourself, and comparison steals so much joy. It really does. Don't scroll on Instagram and be like, dang, I should be traveling the world, or dang, I should have the job that she has. No. You're where you're supposed to be for a reason. You're exactly where God wants you to be, and all you have to do is keep praying, keep in communication with Him, and make sure you're listening to your sermons. Make sure you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, and everything will fall into place. But do not compare. Stop and smell the roses and give yourself grace, okay? Do not beat yourself down. It's not worth it. You're gonna fall into a depression. You're gonna feel like you're not doing good, like you're not doing as good as your peers, when you're just doing the best you can. And that's all that He asks of you. That's all that I feel like society asks of you. Just do the best that you can and keep it pushing. Number 4 would be to adjust. One of the hardest things to do post-grad is just to adjust to that new way of living. So if you never had a 9 to 5, I mean, it's similar to going to school every day, but make sure that you can adjust yourself to having a 9 to 5 and you're ready and prepared to be to work on time. If you've never done that business before, make sure that you're ready to be flexible for your clients. Flexibility is something that can be used in all aspects of life, whether you're working a 9 to 5, whether you're a business owner or a content creator. You need to learn how to adjust and be flexible. Make sure that you have the mindset to be in the field that you want to be in, because one thing that I've learned is that the The world doesn't care. It's harsh to think about it that way, but honestly, the world does not care what you're going through. They don't care if you just had the biggest death in your family, or you're going through mental health issues, or you're going through regular health issues. They don't care. I mean, they care to a certain extent. They still are going to expect you to show up and show out, and at the end of the day, you should expect that of yourself. Regardless, the world is going to keep spinning and everything's going to keep going, and the world is still going to expect things of you. So with adjusting comes with just making sure that you have the capacity to take on the things that you're hoping for, you're praying for, and that you're manifesting in your life. Make sure that you have the capacity mentally, emotionally, financially, all of that good stuff, to take on those things that you want out of life and be able to adjust to your new way of living. I also feel like with adjusting comes with asking questions. People are always afraid to ask questions, fear of looking not so smart. I don't want to say dumb, but I just said it anyways. But yeah, fear of looking not so smart, or just feeling like, you know, I should know this already. Like I said, this is your first time ever being an adult. So make sure that you ask those questions that you need to ask. No question is a bad question. Employers and business owners, all of those people, they look for you to ask questions. They look for you to be committed to your work, committed to adjusting to the new level of responsibility that's going to be on you. So make sure that you ask the questions that you need to ask and get the information that you need to get. Learn from it and keep moving on. Also, it's okay to make mistakes. Like I was saying earlier, give yourself grace for the mistakes that you make. It's okay. It's your first time being an adult. I mean, all the people that you are looking up to, that you think never made a mistake, that you think never put out bad content, that you think never failed in their business, that you think never turned in a horrible project to their boss, I can promise you that they did. And they had to learn from the mistakes that they made so that they can be at the top of the totem pole that they're at. It didn't happen overnight. So make sure that you can adjust, make sure that you ask questions, and make sure that you learn from those mistakes and implement them, and just learn from them, so that when you're doing things for the second go round or the third go round, you know how to do it. You're not making the same mistakes. That's where we mess up, when we continue to make the same mistakes, or we continue to do the same things that are not working. So we need to make sure that we implement the things that we learned from making those first mistakes, so that the next time it comes around, we can just do it with ease and it's like nothing. And that's how you grow. Number 5, that's 10, but number 5 is not to get stuck. It's easy to get stuck after college. It really is. It's easy to get stuck in the same routine that's not helping you. It's easy to get stuck at a job. It's easy to get stuck at not eating right. It's easy to get stuck at not exercising, not waking up at a certain time, not treating yourself right, no self-care. It's easy to just get stuck. I don't know what other way to say it, but it's very easy to just get stuck. And this is something that can cause your demise. Like, I hate to say it like that, but it really is. You do not want to get stuck. Make sure that you're not neglecting your mental health. Don't get stuck in a mindset. Don't get stuck at a job. It's plenty of efficiency when it comes to jobs, and that's something I had to learn. In corporate America, these people are going to care about you, but to a certain extent, they really just expect you to come to work and do your job. If you feel like a job is not treating you right, or if you feel like, you know, there's more out there for you, apply to other jobs. The job that you're at right now, or the level that you're at in your business, might just be a stepping stone for the next level. So if you feel like what you're in now is not for you, it's plenty of fish in the sea. So don't get stuck in what you're doing now. It's really simple and to the point. I don't have a lot to say on this, but it's very easy. Just do not get stuck. And number 6, the final thing that I've learned, and the tip that I can give to you, is regarding finances. Most of us will have to take on more bills than we have ever taken on before in our lives. I want to say, with the money that's going to come from your job, from your business, or from content creation, be sure to enjoy it, but also be sure that you're tithing, be sure that you're saving, and be sure that you're enjoying your money. I feel like that's the biggest 3 things, is to tithe, save, and enjoy your money. So tithe, you want to be sure that, people always say 10%, but I just say whatever you feel is in your heart to give it to God. That's how I do my finances, and that's how I would encourage you to do yours. Saving, whatever you can save, do that. One thing that I struggle with is saving so much that I'm not able to enjoy my money. And so I work so hard. I literally work Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. So be sure that your hard work is paying off. Be sure you go get your nails done, you go get your lashes done, you keep your hair done, and that you're treating yourself and you're seeing the fruits of your labor. Because let's face it, You're the one who's putting in the work for your business. You're the one who's staying up late night editing your content, and you're the one who's waking up early mornings to get to the gym and then go to work and then come home and have to take care of all of your other responsibilities. Be sure that in doing all of that, that you enjoy your money and that you enjoy the post-grad money, because a lot of times in college you're not able to work a 9-to-5. You're not able to work a full-time job because you are going to classes. So this is one of the first times in your life where you're probably making the most money that you've ever made. So I want to say enjoy your money, but also be smart with your money. Make sure that you're saving for retirement. Make sure that you're putting your money in good places, investing. That way you can set yourself up for the future. It's easy to make the most money you've ever made and either save too much or spend too much. So you want to find a good medium, a good in between, to where you're not doing too much of one or the other. One thing you should always be doing is tithing. But as far as saving too much or spending too much, you want to find a good in the middle place where you can save for retirement, but you can also enjoy the fruits of your labor. I feel like that's really important, because if we aren't enjoying the fruits of our labor, we feel like we're just working for nothing. That's pretty much all of my tips that I've learned post-grad and that I feel like can be useful to you guys. If you've learned something from this video, be sure to drop it down in the comments below. I would really like to hear what you guys have learned and what you guys will want to hear more about from transitioning from post-grad into adulting, into real life as they call it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. Tell me what other videos you guys would like to see down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something. And I will see you guys in the next video. Adios muchachas. Bye.